If you're over 40, you still love lifting, but your shoulder pain has you babying bench, avoiding overhead work, or skipping pull-ups and dips, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through a 5-point shoulder pain checklist made specifically for lifters over 40. One simple drill for each area so you can start changing it today, and how to use those results to keep training without wrecking your shoulders. You don't have to quit lifting, you just need the right map. I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, online shoulder rehab specialist with Combat Performance. I personally fought shoulder pain for over 4 years. I saw PTs, got scraped, needled, taped, stretched, exercised, and none of it fixed the root problem. Everyone stared at my shoulder joint and ignored everything around it. Now we help lifters in their 40s, 50s, and 60s fix their shoulders by looking at the Big 5 system so they can keep benching, pressing, rowing, doing pull-ups and dips for many more years to come. Your shoulder does not work in isolation. It's part of a 5-part system. First up is your neck. If your neck can't move and stack well, your shoulder has to cheat to get pressing and pulling positions. Then we have your thoracic spine or your upper back. If your T-spine can't extend and rotate, overhead press, back squat, rows, golf, tennis, all steal motion from the shoulder and jam it. Third is the shoulder blade. Your scap has to move up and around your ribs when you press or pull. If it doesn't, the ball of the shoulder grinds into the blade. That's classic impingement on the bursa, cuff, or bicep tendon. Then we have the shoulder joint. The shoulder's a ball and socket. It has to drop, roll, glide, and rotate 180 degrees so you can bench, dip, and reach behind your back comfortably. And lastly, we have the nerves in first rib. This is often not screened in traditional physical therapy. The nerves start in your neck and run under the first rib into the shoulder and arm. If they're compressed, you'll experience night pain, zings with pull-ups or pressing, and crazy stiffness showing up. Most over 40 lifters are only treating number 4, the shoulder, and then wonder why the same lifts keep blowing them up. That's exactly what one of my clients went through. He told me,
when you told me, Dave, it's not just your shoulder, it's everything else around your shoulder that we got to work on. And it's got to be your neck and your nerves. And I'm like going, nobody's told me that. Nobody's even mentioned none of that to me.
Once we fixed the whole system, he finally got back to the lifts he cared about. Now let's run your checklist. We're gonna do 5 quick tests, each tied to specific lifts. External rotation for back squats and throwing, internal rotation for jackets, wallets, and dips, and push-up depth, overhead reach for overhead press, putting plates away, snatch and jerk positions, neck and nerve tension for night pain, and T-spine rotation for rows, golf, tennis, rotational lifts, and throwing. For each test, you're going to know 2 things. Number 1 is what you feel, pain, tightness, pinching, nerve stuff, anything like that. Number 2 is where you feel it, front, top, back of the shoulder, neck, down the arm. Rate each from 0 to 10. 0 meaning totally fine, and 10, no way I would do this under load. Test 1 is external rotation behind the back. This is you're getting to a back squat or bench arch motion. Stand tall, reach one hand up above your head and reach back between your shoulder blades. Note how high you get and what you feel. Repeat on the other side. Score to each side 0 to 10. If this sucks, that's a joint and scap problem that will show up with throwing a ball, back squats, setting up for a bench, and certain presses. A quick drill to help is a bench opener. Kneel in front of a bench. Place your elbows on the bench, hands together, holding a dowel. Slowly sit your hips back and let your chest drop towards the floor. Stop before sharp pain. You're aiming for a stretch across the front of the shoulders and lats. Complete 2 sets of 10 reps. This opens up external rotation and T-spine extension, so getting in your back squat setup isn't a fight. If this is clicking for you, grab the full Big 5 shoulder guide. The download link is right in the description. Test 2 is internal rotation or the chicken wing. This is your jacket, wallet, and deep dip position. Standing tall, reach your hand behind your back like you're sliding into your back pocket, then go up your back as far as you can. Note any pain, tightness, or a hard block. Repeat on the other side. Score each side 0 to 10. If this is brutal, it explains deep dips, push-up depth, and certain row positions feeling awful. A drill I like for this is a ball posterior capsule mobilization. Stand tall next to a wall and grab a baseball or lacrosse ball. Place the ball on the wall between your shoulder blade and the wall, pinning the shoulder blade down. From here, you're going to bring your arm across your chest, stretching it like a baseball stretch. This is mobilizing the posterior capsule of the shoulder. Complete 12 reps of this on each side. This is helping unlock the back of the shoulder and improving that extension reach. Test 3 is an overhead screen. This checks overhead pressing, putting plates away, and any vertical pulling and pressing movements throughout the day. Start with flexion. Stand tall, thumbs up. Raise both arms straight in front and overhead as high as you can without leaning your lower back. Then we move to abduction. Arms at side, thumbs up. Slowly raise them out to the side toward a Y overhead. Note where you feel pinching or tightness and if one side feels worse. Score both of those tests 0 to 10. Pain or tightness here is often a limitation of the shoulder blade. To fix that, we use a wall slide. Stand facing a wall with one foot slightly in front. Place your forearms or hands on the wall at about shoulder height. Gently press on the wall and slowly slide your arms upward until your chest moves slightly towards the wall. Only go as high as you can without a sharp pinch or hard block, then slide back down. Complete 15 reps. This retrains your scap and joint to share overhead work instead of grinding the front and top of the shoulder. Test 4 is a nerve and neck screen. This is huge for night pain and zings with pull-ups, presses, and racking. Stand tall with your arm at your side. Bend your elbow and bring your fingers to your shoulder. From here, you're going to extend your elbow, wrist, and fingers down to the floor. From there, gently tilt your head away from that arm, then back to center. Note any tingling, burning, deep stretching, or reproduction of your shoulder pain. Score it 0 to 10. Then complete this drill, a belt rib mode. Take a belt leash or dog leash and loop it over the top of your shoulder sitting on the belt. From there, using both hands, pull a downward pressure to keep that tension. While you're doing that, you're going to bring your head down and in towards your armpit and then up and away at a diagonal. Complete 10 slow reps. This unloads the first rib and nerve bundle that often drives night pain and mystery front shoulder pain. And test 5 is a T-spine rotation screen. This checks how well your upper back rotates. Huge for overhead, pressing, golf, throwing, and just general shoulder freedom. In a hands and knees position, rock your hips back towards your feet. Hand on your head, rotate up and away, seeing how far you can rotate. Take note of what you feel and compare it to your other side. Score the right and the left 0 to 10 based on stiffness and any pain. We improve this with a banded wall open book. Anchor a light band at about chest height next to a wall. Kneeling next to the wall, hold the band straight out in front of you with both hands, arms straight. Keeping your hip connected to the wall, you're going to keep one hand against the wall and rotate the other away, bringing your eyes with your hands as you're rotating with the band. Go as far as comfortable, pause, then return. Do 8 to 10 slow reps on each side. Let's recap the checklist. You just checked external rotation for back squats, bench setup, throwing. Internal rotation for jackets, wallets, dips, push-ups. Overhead reach for overhead press, putting plates and dishes away, and vertical lifts. Neck and nerve for night pain and referral patterns. And T-spine rotation for rows, golf, tennis, and rotational strength. Now, looking at your scores, which 1 to 2 tests were the worst? Where did your signature training pain show up? That's where your shoulder comeback needs to focus first, not on random exercises, but on the weakest links you just found. Phase 1 is the setback, where you are right now, skipping certain lifts, modifying things in the gym, maybe scared to push it. Then we move to phase 2, the foundation, to reduce pain, improve sleep and mobility, calm the symptoms, and clean up movement. This is where your worst checklist tests and these drills live. Phase 3 is baseline, returning to your pre-injury numbers and movements. More gym activity, testing and pushing the shoulder, learning how to modify and progress volume and intensity. We do not stop here because baseline is usually what got you hurt in the first place. And phase 4 is the comeback phase, building strength, stability, and endurance in all planes of motion, bulletproofing the shoulders for years of lifting, bench, overhead, rows, pull-ups, dips, and other sports. Now, how can you train with shoulder pain over 40 without being dumb? We use the pain traffic light with our clients. 3 zones. Red is a 6 out of 10 or higher. Too much. If a lift or variation gives you a 6 out of 10 or higher, back off. Change the exercise, grip, load, or range. Don't live in this zone. Yellow is 2 to 4 out of 10, mild to moderate, and settles reasonably quickly. This is your productive zone. You can train here while rehabbing. Adjust the weight and range of motion to stay in the zone. And green is 0 out of 10, no pain. This is your go zone. Push a bit, test new positions, get data on how your shoulder handles load. The goal is not never feel anything. The goal is to spend most of your time in the green and smart yellow zones and make your red zone smaller over time. If 2 or more of your tests were yellow or red and you're over 40, this is not just getting old. It's a big 5 problem. Your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves all work together. When we assess and treat all 5 and move you through the 4 phases with smart red, yellow, and green decisions, that's when lifters like you finally stop bouncing bouncing between flare-ups and actually trust their shoulders again. If you want to go deeper, grab my free Big 5 shoulder fix training using the link in the description. It walks you through these areas with more tests and exercises. And if you're over 40, your shoulder is limiting your training and you want a plan built around your checklist results and your goals, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.